Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another Spirit Message Tip. So I'm going to share this on my channel with all of you, what I just received this morning, and it is a great reminder, and I love this message. So I am going to share it, and I will put it all in the description of this video. I am not going to go off tangent. I'm going to read exactly what I got. It's how to live, in caps, how to live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit for you. For you. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to share with you now on how to seriously live, always simultaneously connected to divine spirit all along the way of your life. And this is a spirit message tip, and it may actually be contrary to a lot of things that people believe, think, or do, but it is what I want to share because it is life-changing in the fact that it is constant and it is always there. And so here we go on this subject, okay? I literally had to look up how to properly spell simultaneously. It's not a word I usually use, so it's quite that word, and that is the specific word that they want to use here. How to live always simultaneously connected. So this is actually piggybacking on what I always say about we use all of our clairs every step of the way. So you may be walking around in your life, but you are using all your clairs, all your claircognizance, clairvoyance, clair seeing, hearing, knowing, feeling, all your clairs, whether you are conscious of that or not, and to live that way. So people, this is where it may be contrary to a lot of things that people think or do, about how to live always simultaneously. This is what they're stressing, always simultaneously connected. People talk about meditation or setting aside certain minutes of the day to connect, or a prayer, or sit in nature, or whatever that is for a small period of time. And I'm not discounting that at all. Those times are great. They're necessary. They help us to connect and let go all at once. And we tune into that divine channel where all is. But the real thing to do now, and this is where I had chills, but the real thing to do now is now live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit all the time. Yes, in your everyday, all the time, living connected all the time. This way, very practically, you're walking with your feet on the ground, yet connected to it all. Seeing, hearing, getting, receiving all the guidance that exists. There's a deep, real knowing you are literally connected all the time. That is the root. Then this is staying open with no fear, being a pure receiver, knowing you are quite literally always connected to all there is. And you will feel the love, support, backing, the workings that are always going on underneath, overhead, the patterns, the grand picture, higher perspectives, the possibilities, the answers, the guidance, the confirmations, the way, the truth, the connection of how all is working and how you work within it. It's all there and more. And so the message is beyond just a few minutes, beyond what you do sometimes to connect, to know and feel and live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit. Now, most of this is beyond words. You can try to describe this and find the words, but this is beyond, and you will not need to put it in words for it to feel true to you or anyone else. And it was 333 on the video when I said that. It's all through feeling. And so feel this, know this, and live this. That's all you do for you. For you. And this is from United Forever, from the Natural Oracle for Life. And I have chills when they said this, but they were like, do you know you're a natural oracle for life? You, who's sitting, standing, however you're watching this, you're a natural oracle for life. So don't discount your simultaneous connection all the time. How to live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit. That beyond a couple of minutes a day, beyond what you set aside, beyond what your ritual or whatever it is, or what you use to connect, those are all great, but this is going beyond how to live always simultaneously connected all the time. That's the real thing to do now. And I have chills when I say that because this is something that is beyond words. This is something that you just feel. This is something that you recognize as you go about your day when things just come in as synchronicity or divine timing or divine confirmation or the love, support, backing, messages, a connection that you feel that you can't put into words. But how to live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit is that quite literally, as you feel your feet on the ground right now, that to know that through all your other senses, you are literally connected to divine spirit always. And this is always at work and always at play. And you can tune into that on that frequency, just as I almost feel like it's straddling two words. And I am going off tangent just a little bit because it feels like you're an actor in this world, but then you're connected to something that's beyond intangible, can't put into words and describe, but it's feeding you the energy you need to walk in this world. It's giving you the greater meaning. It's giving you the greater connection. It's giving you the love, support, guidance when you need it. It is the intangible. It is the things you can't put into words. So what I say always is get your own spiritual evidence if you need it. Take a picture, make an email. You know, this actually was a picture that came into my life right when I needed it the most. The love, support, backing that just shows up to show that you are literally always simultaneously connected to divine, to spirit, to whatever you believe it is beyond you. But how to live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit, that's what they're saying. Beyond your few minutes, beyond setting aside a couple of minutes, the real thing to do now is now live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit all the time. The key word is simultaneously, and that's why they made me look it up. It's not a word I normally use, but that's what they mean by multitasking, using all your clairs, using all the things beyond just our eyes, ears, the physical of what we've been taught and learned. So, and you're consciously and unconsciously doing that and navigating life like that. But I gather they want us to have that love, support, backing, to know that, to feel that, to live that. Very realistically, very practically, the real thing to do now is now live always simultaneously connected to divine spirit all the time. All the time. I wish you the best, and I wanted to share this with you. Take care. Bye-bye.